Hey, what is going on there, guys? We are here for round 3 of our Boros, Border Gods, Theros draft, and it is round 3. So, we are going to keep this. There's no real reason to mulligan this. We have double white, so we can see our super secret mythic, that if you watched round 1 or 2, you probably know what it is. I'll keep the suspense alive. Maybe we'll see him, maybe we won't. I'll point him out during sideboarding if we don't see him, which it seems like I haven't seen him very often. I think I've only played him once, and that was round 1. Crone Crusader. Well, that kind of sucks that I didn't see that turn 1. So it's kind of obvious that I just drew him otherwise. Well, no, I guess that's not the case. I don't know. Wait, what did I do? It doesn't even say I cut it off turn 1. I think I played him. I don't know. Kragma Butcher's annoying. So another red-green deck. So last time we played against red-green, but I guess it was red-green-blue. Our opponent was splashing for something, but we weren't really sure of what it was. Let's go and put Fearsome Temper on him. Our opponent did, however, have some pretty good removal. He had Lightning Strikes and Magma Jets, so I don't know, hopefully this guy doesn't have that. We do have a token, which could be relevant. Our opponent's probably going to swing in here. We're not going to block with our soldier. Not until we know that we need to or anything like that. Honestly, if our opponent doesn't play a creature right here, we can just swing with the soldier as it is. Our opponent, however, could play another Kragma Butcher. I was going to say he could play the 2 mana +2/+2 and untap. The name is eluding me right now, but he could play that and have it allow him to untap his Kragma Butcher. Both give it +2/+2 and also trigger inspired. I don't know, we'll see. Swing. And maybe, nope, doesn't block. Sweet. So we're actually going to get rid of this guy. And our opponent is in a little bit of a worse position than we are, but that's going to change with this drop probably. That's kind of annoying. No, he can get haste for the turn. That's quite alright, probably. And we can use a chump blocker here. Chump. So depending on what happens here, we can adjust and kind of assess the situation. So what our opponent could do is he could untap Fanatic of Xenagos. Actually, no, that's probably still awful. If he goes to untap, we just pay 3 mana and we can make it. We can make this guy have a certain creature not be able to block, and then it's literally like our opponent wasted a removal card or a pump spell for nothing. What we can do is we can keep mana open for other things. We can keep mana open for Divine Verdict, really. That's pretty much just it. Or we could play Ill-Tempered Cyclops. That seems like the best 2 options that we have right now. And, yeah, I mean, he's not going to use a combat trick just because he knows we have the mana open. Main phase 2. Let's put pressure on the board. Make our opponent have a little bit more of a tough choice with things. I mean, his board state's pretty much just as good as mine. If not, maybe better, because he has 2 untapped creatures right now, and he has a creature that could be a 4/3. And he has that, so that's pretty good. Nah. Do I wish that I had Divine Verdict right now? Yeah, probably. But he's only swinging with that, so that's not bad. He may be thinking about swinging with Kragma Butcher too. I mean, he obviously knows I'm not going to block. That's kind of annoying. At least we have another power. We have another body on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we only have 2 mana open. You can almost assume that we're not going to... Maybe we just swing with a Crone Crusader. Keeping Tempered Cyclops back because of Leaf Crown Dryad. Well, no, because Leaf Crown Dryad won't have haste. I mean, there's no way for it to have haste unless he uses Messenger Speed or something on it. However, if I swing with both of these creatures, I could play Flamespeaker Adept and Wingsteed Rider. I don't know. Let's see. I want to see what my opponent does here. I'm curious as to what he's gonna do. Block, sure. Pump. I hope it's not a pump spell, because it's really awkward. No. Main phase 2. Do I play 2 creatures or? Actually, yeah, I do. I do play 2 creatures because I put the pressure on the board. That doesn't have Oh, yes, it does have trample. That's a difference. That makes the difference. No, I just pass. That's exactly what makes the difference right there. Is that trample. I forgot that card had trample. As if it wasn't bad enough that the guy can be a 4/4 permanently or 4/4 for the turn as a 3-drop. Declare attackers, declare blockers. Divine Verdict. Oh no, what is this? Mortal's Resolve! Ruined! Don't have another don't have another pump spell. Don't have another pump spell. Oh, that's still awkward. Opaline Unicorn. Ugh. Maybe less. Maybe less awkward. Okay, so let's try and figure this out. So, our opponent obviously likes to party. He likes to party hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, we can't play everything that we have. It's impossible. What we can do, we can make it so that well, maybe we just do this. I mean, this doesn't seem like an awful play at this point. Play that, keep mana open, and just try for our opponent not to do anything, not to swing or anything. I think that's probably the best thing to do, because there's no real way to get around it, because that trample is really what makes the card a lot better. The difference would be, like, having a 1/1 off of Titan Strength to block and then get damage through, and our opponent doesn't do anything, so that's pretty good. And then we do have another red. Alright, so what we can do is we can give trample to him, and he's probably going to be the one creature that doesn't get blocked. Or no, well, I guess our opponent could block him, but it's not optimal because he still has a flyer that's going to go through. Let's see what he does. Oh, we have enough mana to monstrous and to also 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 monstrous. Titan Strength. So we get through 2 damage, taking him to 6. And hopefully this is enough. I don't know, I'm really hoping this is enough. This might not be enough. If he has a pump spell, if he has a +2/+2 pump spell, we're beat. If he has Mortal's Resolve, we're just fine. Or I guess removal. I mean, removal is... No, no, we win. Nice. Good for math. Okay, so... Our opponent has Fanatic. That's really, really good. He also has enchantments that he can enchant onto Fanatic, which is also pretty good. What we do have is a Revoke Existence that we can sideboard in, and a Satyr Rambler that is probably a little bit more subpar than we would like to have him being, and I think Revoke Existence is probably a little bit better. It's mainly just getting rid of those bestow creatures. Those bestow creatures are pretty good. That was a really close game. That was very, very close. Otherwise, maybe Hold at Bay would be useful. Scouring Sands is definitely not useful in this matchup. Satyr Rambler card is pretty bad for us right now. Nope, that popped up. Get out of there. Yeah, awesome. I forgot to mention him. Yeah, we have him. He's a thing. He's a card. Would we like the mulligan? Nah, not at all. I always get those pop-ups about color schemes. It's like Windows 7 wants you to change the color scheme, or the color scheme has been compromised, or something like that. It's always whenever you use screen cap software, or at least it is for me. Alright. So turn 2 we play Pegasus, turn 3 we play Brimaz? GG? If we can play turn 4 Portent, that's even more awesome. If our opponent doesn't play like multiple creatures. And then turn 5 we can play Fearsome Temper, turn 6 Evangel. If we're gonna just expect the best scenario possible. Cavalry Pegasus. Did we really see anything that would have... No, I guess we didn't. We didn't really see anything that would warrant us to be worried about playing our Brimaz on the turn that we can. Opaline Unicorn. That's just fine, dude. I don't think you have the removal. I don't think you've got the cojones to get rid of this Brimaz right now. Going in. And this is actually the second time that we've been able to play Brimaz in this event. We saw him round 1, and we didn't see him at all in round 2, and we still managed to win that. But now I think it's a pretty good card to have, given the board state. My opponent goes, lol, that seems good. I mean, he could have removal for it. I don't know what you've got. Got the things and the stuff. Let's make him a threat. Let's make him the biggest threat possible. And unfortunately, he doesn't make cat/human creature tokens of the mixed race variety. So it doesn't interact with Cavalry Pegasus, but I mean, Cavalry Pegasus just really wasn't that amazing to begin with for us. Oh yeah, he has Vigilance. That's right. I'm like, why didn't you tap? That's right, Vigilance. So we get to use him as a blocker too, which is just fine. So he either blocks with or nothing. Blocks with nothing. Well, I guess he may think that I have a pump spell for the Cat Soldier to trade with Staunch Hearted Warrior. He does have 5 mana that he can produce right now. Fade. Okay. That's probably the best use of the mana that he had right there. Epiphany Storm. Do we just take his creature here? I think we do. Battle-wise Valor. Actually, I think we try to see if he trades. Oh, that's still awkward because he can... I don't know, we'll see. He still has mana that he can produce. That's still awkward. That's very awkward. Block? Block, block. I mean, if we lose it, we go to game 3. I don't know. Keep him on top. Yeah, trades. Sweet. Yeah, so I think we win this one. Unless our opponent has a very good blowout way to get rid of our board, I think we win. And Theros is pretty good. That card is just fine. It's a 4/5. Do we... Is that lethal? 4... 4, 8, 10. That's exactly lethal. Wow, that is nuts. There's 4 right here. 4... Or no, is it? No, it's not. We'll put that on bottom. It's not lethal, I don't think. No, 4, 8, 9. Why is math so hard right now? No, that's lethal. That's lethal. Don't second guess yourself. And I get another creature attacking. That's 10. Oh, the inner dialogue. And we win the game, and we also win the match. So, thank you guys for joining us for this draft session here. And that was our round 3. If you guys didn't watch rounds 1 or 2, I advise you check them out. Round 1 was actually pretty close, and we ended up having to... we ended up losing just based on one creature that our opponent had, but it was still a very interesting game to watch. Round 2, we ended up winning, and it was... I think a pretty fair game. I think there was a decent bit of back and forth going on in that game. But on behalf of MTG Madness, that concludes our draft here. So thank you guys for watching, and have yourselves a good day.